Hey guys, what's going on? This is Alex over here at My Freedom Smokes, and today we're going to be talking about one of the brand new products we've just gotten in. It is the Joytech AIO, otherwise known as an all-in-one starter kit. Now this is really cool, and the one thing it really promotes is the fact that it has a leak-proof tank. And you know what? I've tried messing with it a whole lot and I can't get it to leak. It doesn't even spit back at me. And this has to be the most user-friendly device I have ever put my hands on. If you can't operate this device, e-cigs aren't for you, okay? It is so easy to work. So inside the kit, before we start going into the closer details, you do get your charging cable, because this is an internal battery in this. You don't put an 18650 in it. So you do get your charging cable. And inside, see, I've already taken it all apart, so nothing's where it's supposed to be. You do get two coil heads. One is not in the tank already, so you do have to install one. I believe it comes with a 0.5 and a 0.6 stainless steel. So it comes with a 0.5 Kanthal and a 0.6 stainless. And of course, you always get your instruction manual on how far up to fill it, which we will go over in a minute because that is one of the key important things about it. And of course, you also have your instruction manual, which I actually did have to refer back to for the very first time just to change a really cool feature on here, which I will show you right now. So as always, the button right here is your firing button, but when you press it, it actually lights up inside the tank. There are tiny little colored LED lights inside the tank that let you know when you're pressing the button. It will come back on just for a little bit after you finish pressing it. I don't know why. I would assume just because it looks nice. So that is really cool, and you can cycle through the different color options. First, what you have to do is make sure your battery is in your off position, like that, until it flashes. And then you're going to press and hold the button down until it changes. And then you can click and cycle through your different colors. We'll give you a little bit of a close-up on that one anyway. And you can also have it set to where there's no color, but I don't like that personally, simply because you can't tell if the battery is on, off, or firing. So I do prefer to have some sort of light on. So again, filling this thing is so easy. I've already got some liquid in here, but check out what I'm about to do. Whoop. The coil comes right out with it, and there's nothing in the bottom. You are literally just filling your tube. So what you're going to want to do is get your liquid of choice. And on the black ones, it's very hard to see, but on the multicolored ones, it's a lot easier. And they do make mention of this on the yellow card that I talked about earlier. It does have a specific fill line because you don't have any of your airflow in the tank. All of your airflow is in your coil and in the top part of your tank. So you do have to make sure and leave enough room. That way when you put that in there, it's not going to overflow. So make sure and definitely refer back to this card for an easy view on how to fill this tank and not overfill it. To give you the short and sweet version of it, there's a little line right here that you just kind of have to put in the light a little bit just to see a little better. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this up as much as I can. This probably work better with the little squeeze bottle, but you know, you'll work with what you got. That might be a little bit too much, but we'll set that down here for a second. Now your coil, same thing just like with your other tanks, just a slightly different setup. You simply grab it and twist it off. And when you're done, toss it, get a new one, pop it right back on. Now of course when you put a new coil in, make sure and wait about 5-10 minutes, make sure it gets fully saturated with the liquid. And it's very important with this one, since you don't have your airflow tube, you are strictly working on the liquid that goes into your coil. Now let's see if this was a bit too much. Oh, almost. I think we'll be okay. Or not. Yep, we're gonna leak over just a little bit. See, that's why I was saying it's very important to make sure and follow the directions. I didn't, and now you're seeing what happens. So once you do get it fully assembled and back to where it needs to be, keep in mind that this does have a child safety lock on the top that doubles as your airflow. The reason I say that is when you look at the very top here, there's a little notch right underneath the drip tip. And there's also going to be a notch on this rotatable ring. Now when you put the notches together and make them sync, that's going to be your highest airflow. And then when they're opposites of each other, that's going to be closed off. But when you do need to remove this, you're going to grab the part that spins, push down on it, and twist like a child safety lock cap. And then same thing to close it up, just make sure and push down on it good and tight and rotate at the same time. So we've gotten that refilled. Let's turn her back on. Let's vape. Whoops, it'd help if I actually had it on. Really good airflow, nice, good, full flavor. And like I said, to be honest, I mean, this is one of the easiest setups I've ever put my hands on. You just have to make sure and watch your fill line. That's the only thing. And I mean, you're really not going to mess it up if you overfill it. You're just going to screw it down and liquid's going to drip down the side. Grab your paper towel, wipe up, you're good to go. And that's really all there is to talk about this. It's very basic, very simple, and I highly recommend it for someone that wants a stealth vape or someone that's just getting into it and wants something quick, easy, simple to understand. So again, this has been Alex over here at My Freedom Smokes, and make sure to follow us on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram because we're always doing some sort of fun giveaway, showing a little behind the scenes of the way we do things around here. We just like to have some fun. So make sure and tune in with us, give us a like, give us a follow, and thank you for vaping.